And today's video is about when he sees your ex. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You walked down the street, hand in hand with Bakugou. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, and the birds were chirping. You felt happy and content, with your boyfriend by your side. As you walked, you saw a familiar face across the street. It was your ex-boyfriend, the one who had treated you so badly. You felt a pit form in your stomach, and you tried to avoid his gaze. But he had already seen you and was walking towards you. Bakugou noticed your uneasiness and looked across the street. When he saw who it was, his expression hardened. He already knew them. "What the hell is he doing here?" he muttered under his breath. You tried to pull away, but Bakugou held your hand tightly. "Don't worry, I won't let him touch you again," he said, his voice low and dangerous. Your ex approached you with a fake smile. "Hey, long time no see," he said, his eyes flickering over to Bakugou. You felt yourself trembling, but Bakugou stepped forward, positioning himself between you and your ex. "What the hell do you want?" he spat, his voice full of anger. Your ex took a step back, looking uncomfortable. "I just wanted to say hi," he said, his voice shaky. Bakugou didn't seem to bite for a second. "Well, yeah, we're not interested," he said, his hand around you, tightening. Your ex looked at you, desperation in his eyes. "Please, can we talk?" he asked, his voice barely above whisper. You shook your head, feeling tears start to well up in your eyes. Bakugou noticed and pulled you closer to him. "We have nothing to say to you," he said, his voice cold and final. Your ex's expression turned angry, and he stepped forward, trying to grab you, but Bakugou was faster, pushing him away and snarling. "Touch her again, and I'll make you regret it." Your ex stumbled back, looking scared. "Fine, have it your way," he said before turning and walking away. You let out a shaky breath, feeling overwhelmed. Bakugou pulled you into a tight hug, holding you close. "It's okay, I've got you," he said, his voice soft and comforting. You buried your face in his chest, feeling safe in his arms. "Thank you," you whispered, tears streaming down your face. Bakugou rubbed your back gently, whispering soothing words. "Don't cry, he's not worth it. You're safe with me," he said, his voice full of love and reassurance. You nodded, grateful to have him by your side. With Bakugou, you knew that you would always be protected and loved. You felt so lucky to have someone who cared so deeply for you, and who would do anything to keep you safe. He held you close for a little while longer, allowing you to cry, and release all the emotions that had built up. Eventually you pulled back, wiping away your tears and trying to compose yourself. "Are you okay now?" he asked, his eyes searching your face. You nodded, feeling a little embarrassed at how much you had let yourself break down. "Yeah, I think so," you said softly. Bakugou brushed the hair out of your face, his expression still filled with concern. "You don't have to be so strong all the time, you know. It's okay to break down and let it out," he said, his voice gentle. You smiled weakly, feeling grateful for his understanding. "Thank you for always being there for me," you said, feeling a rush of love for him. Bakugou leaned in and pressed a soft kiss on your forehead. "Always," he whispered, his eyes locked onto yours. You felt the warmth spread across you, and you leaned in to kiss him deeply. In that moment, you knew that you were exactly where you were meant to be, in the arms of the person who loved you unconditionally. As you pulled back, he grinned at you, his eyes sparkling with mischief. You know, I was planning on taking you out for dinner tonight, but if you're feeling up to it, we could always go back to my place and make something together, he said, wiggling his eyebrows. You laughed, feeling a weight lifted off your shoulders. I think I'd like that, you said, feeling lighter and happier than you had in a long time. Hand in hand, you and Bakugou walked back to his place, ready to put the events of the day behind you and start fresh. In the middle of the walk, he kind of felt very guilty for not being able to protect you when you were with that boyfriend of yours. So he began apologizing to you. I'm sorry I had to go through that, he said, his voice low and tender. You looked up at him, meeting his intense gaze. I'm just glad you were there, you replied, your heart swelling with affection. He brushed the stray hair from your face again, his touch gentle. I'll always be there for you, no matter what, he said, his voice full of convention. You leaned in and pressed your lips to his, savoring the feel of his kiss. I love you, you whispered, your voice full of emotion. He pulled back, a smile on his face. I love you too, idiot, he said. You laughed, feeling happy and content in his arms. When you returned home, you did everything you could, watching movies and laying down cuddling, but then you got kind of bored, and then you went out for a walk again. As you walked, Bakugou talked about his dreams, his eyes shining with passion. You listened, feeling proud of him and grateful by his side. As the night grew darker, he stopped and turned to face you. You know, I love you more than anything in this world. I love you too, Bakugou. You mean everything to me. He leaned in and pressed his lips to yours, his touch gentle and loving. You melted into his embrace, feeling the warmth of his lips around you. As you parted, Bakugou smiled at you, his eyes filled with affection. Let's always be there for each other, yeah? Always, you replied, knowing that with Bakugou by your side, anything was possible. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.